President Biden meeting with G7 leaders. We are starting to get in more information from that gathering. Our Jay O'Brien has been following it, as well as our senior national policy reporter, Ann Flaherty, for more. We were able to touch base with Mary Alice Parks there at the White House. And what more do you know about Biden and how he's called this meeting to try and coordinate a diplomatic response? And it looks like right now, according to the results of what has happened so far, G7 leaders pretty much working side by side with Biden on the thought that they do not want anything to escalate any further.
This is good news, Kara, because what it means is that diplomacy is moving forward. We know that when military generals start talking, that's when diplomacy has failed. Right now, they are leaving it up to these G7 leaders to try to get some sort of international response. And that's a good sign, because then that means that Israel might be considering holding back some sort of military response in favor of sort of a multilateral alliance with other countries to say, you know, this is what we want from Iran. We want Iran to stand down. So certainly that's going to be favorable to any kind of military response that would escalate the tensions in the region. We know that 3,400 U.S. troops are stationed in Iraq and Syria, and that's what U.S. officials are most concerned about. Are those soldiers, airmen, sailors getting caught in those crosshairs? They really want to try to protect those U.S. service members. They do not want to see an escalation of this, Kara.
Jay, what kind of response are we getting from the Hill? I mean, last night, throughout the night, we have heard from senators, members of Congress, all very concerned about what Iran could do next, but joining forces very much so, knowing that I don't think anyone there up on the Hill wants to see this go any deeper.
Yeah, from Republicans and Democrats alike, the sentiment has been strong support for Israel in this moment. We've even heard House Republicans say that they want to move an aid package for Israel onto the House floor for a vote early this coming week. That was something that was not scheduled to happen. The calendar of the House has been changed. Steve Scalise, the majority leader there, says in order to make that happen. Exactly what that aid package looks like at this hour, we do not know. The Senate passed a $95 billion foreign aid package that has aid for Ukraine and for Israel. That has languished in the House. Speaker Mike Johnson has not brought it up for a vote. So does this package have aid for Ukraine, potentially to make it more attractive to Democrats? That's something we're chasing down today. Some Republicans believe that it might. Or is it just a standalone package that includes military assistance for Israel, in which case, what would its chances be in the Senate, where Democrats have said, look, they believe this is a dire moment, not just for Israel, but for U.S. allies across the globe, which includes Ukraine.
So, Ann, Iran's envoy to the UN already warning that this is a conflict between Iran and Israel, and making it very clear America should stay far away from this.
Yeah, and Kara, we're waiting to get an update from the White House on exactly what they're telling, what White House officials are telling Israel behind closed doors. But what you can imagine what they're saying is that, look, right now you have the world on your side. You had Jordanians helping you knock down these drones and these missiles. You had U.S. and U.K. fighters in the air intercepting these missiles. And, you know, you've got everybody on your side. Let's not change that. So keep in mind, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about whether or not Biden would condition military aid. This is exactly why he was reluctant to. He wanted Israel to be able to defend himself. Kira.
Jay, Ann, thank you so much.